Some of the calls that we respond to can be really tough and really challenging on the deputies and the supervisors that respond.
We see anywhere from traumatic car wrecks to fires where people are entrapped to any medical emergency that you can think of.
The reason I keep doing it, I've been in law enforcement for 27 years. It's a calling that I had coming down from my family.
I like being compassionate to people, and I think that comes naturally to me, and that's why I choose to serve.
We have a duty to uphold to the community and be in there for people in their biggest time of need.
The fire happened here on this rural road. The property set behind the trees here. The neighbors say that this was an exuberant young family, and it's a tragedy for the whole community.
Our family is everything to us. It's life. It's why we're here.
911, what are you reporting?
Fire. Fire on 24th, Sherman Valley Road Southwest.
What's on fire?
The whole house.
When this call came in, we knew that it was not going to be a call that we'd experienced before. We knew it was going to be large scale. We had multiple callers. We had loved ones that were witnessing.
The urgency that was coming from the dispatcher was this was a serious call, and there may have been people still in the house.
My partner and I were first due on scene for the fire. When we arrived on scene, we just rolled up to a wall of fire. We had the sergeant that was on scene full hose with us because we just needed that extra help.
The Sherman Valley fire was unique in the fact that so many wonderful lives were lost. The responders were profoundly affected by that.
And of course, their first effort was to try to see if they could get anybody out of the burning home. And then after focusing on that, then their next activity was to try to put the fire out.
Dispatchers, law enforcement, firefighters, and medics all play a vital role in the battle to save lives and property. Playing an equally vital role are the humble volunteers known as the Public Safety Chaplains.
The chaplains are here. It's the human component that they're here for, and they focus on just you and only you. The biggest blessing of having the chaplains come, not only to remind me to breathe and ask me if you drank any water, and to have that calm, comforting presence. The biggest blessing was there was a family member that we were extremely concerned about, and we were able to have the chaplains find somebody to be able to go check on her because I didn't know what she was going to do. And getting the comfort of finding out later that she was okay was one less thing for us to have to worry about, and that meant so much.
One of the things that was very obvious up front again was the need for more chaplains, and the priority for me was making sure that every family member that was outside of this property was being taken care of, and that was getting the information from the family here at Sherman Valley, and then getting a chaplain to go out immediately to those locations to make sure that everybody's taken care of.
The mission of CAPS TC is to support first responders and community members in Thurston County with grief and trauma care, crisis response, emotional support, and spiritual encouragement as requested.
CAPS TC chaplains volunteer their time to support public safety in our community, and being on the board allows me to help support them. As leaders, it's important that we ensure the health and well-being of our employees, and our chaplains help us to achieve that goal.
The severity of events like the Sherman Valley fire underscores our need for more chaplains. The Chaplains Association for Public Safety of Thurston County, CAPS TC, is working to build strong partnerships in the community so that all of our public safety responders and community members get the critical support they need.
Yeah, having multiple patients unaccounted for definitely made things difficult to process because our job teaches us to win.
I'd like to think that we're all tough men and women in this job, but it's a difficult thing, specifically to this call, where there was a loss of 5 lives. It affects you for a while. I think part of the problem sometimes in first responders is that they try to have this persona that it doesn't affect them, and they don't seek help or talk to people.
So the chaplains, of course, are going to be focusing on the family members that are the survivors of whatever has just happened, but you also have the responders who are human just like we are and have all of the same reactions and emotions and suffer right alongside of us, and they need the chaplains just as much as the family does.
What address is that happening at?
Our public safety telecommunicators are the first phone call received, and what they hear, they too have to process. They do feel the emotional and mental impacts of each call that they take.
As the operations supervisor, it's my job to make sure that our dispatchers and call receivers are getting the support that they need. Chaplains provide a vital support system to us.
Amazingly, it's been 1 year and 9 months, and the chaplains have continued to check in with us. They truly care about how we're doing. Living day to day now after having a loss like this, I have one thing that's a daily pattern, and that is my phone has an alarm set for it to go off at 8 o'clock. It's my reminder to go put the grandkids on the bus. And when the alarm goes off at 8 o'clock in the morning, I stop whatever I'm doing and I look at their photos and I tell them that I love them. And I actually, probably not many people do this, but I pray for them. I pray for them to be surrounded in God's love and God's light, to be infused in energy and wherever they are so that they can have the best day of their entire existence. And for me, I'm at a place where I am 100% not afraid of death, because it means I get to be with them. At least that's my belief system. And for now, it's just finding purpose in life that is meaningful and contributing to the community, to the family that I have left.
To me, a chaplain brings calm to the chaos.
A chaplain is a great listener.
A chaplain is compassionate.
A chaplain can help you find light in an otherwise dark situation.
A chaplain is comforting support.
CAPS TC chaplains faithfully serve our community whenever they are needed. Now they need us. Please join us in supporting CAPS TC.